Doc, do you think you know what's wrong with the Orange? Oh, after running a lot of tests, and after several sessions, I have a thing to say about you. You, the Orange, have Domophobia. Dewey's is having their annual chili cook-off this Sunday. Bring a crock pot of your best chili, spicy and sassy, over to Dewey's Third Ward Tavern. First place wins a $50 bar tab. Bring your chili to Dewey's. It'll be sensational. Thing I have to say is, the thing from Dr. Freud in the beginning was correct. What is going on with the Orange football team when they play in the Loud House? This is our home, darn it. What is going on here? We play 4 road games in the Big East and we look like champs. We play 3 games in the Loud House and what happens? We're bums. Boy, did we stink it up against Pittsburgh, and we stunk it up against Louisville. Now we welcome the traitor and his team to the Loud House for our final Big East game of the season and Big East home game. We welcome good old Randy Edsall and his bunch of Huskies back to the Dome. And you know what? We were looking for payback. Randy Edsall, you know what you did? Man, you were a pretty good player and a pretty good assistant coach. You played for the Orange back in the days before the Dome. And for 10 years, you were an assistant coach before you decided to leave for other things and then become the coach of Connecticut. But what you did last year was disgraceful. And I could find other adjectives to describe it. What you did to your alma mater is akin to stepping on the stars and stripes. It's akin to treason. It's akin to a lot of things. And it's akin to getting your ass removed, especially from Orange fans like me. But you know, we were looking for payback, and what happens? It looks as though the Orange can't seem to get out of their way when they play against Big East opponents this year, and when we play against our old coach and his team. Boy, did we look bad. Ryan Nassib getting sacked 4 times, especially cocking his arm back and getting hit while cocking his arm back. Where's the tuck rule? You know, it helped Tom Brady in the pros, but it doesn't help Ryan Nassib. Even though DeLone Carter had a decent day running the ball and going into 4th on the all-time Syracuse rushing list, well, only points we have to show for it is 2 field goals by Krautman. And of course, we didn't exactly hold Jordan Todman to a low rushing title. Heck, Jordan Todman was the difference maker in ways for the Huskies. He helped them on their way to scoring 23 points in the Loud House. What is it with this Orange team? We can't win at home, but we can win on the road. Something's wrong there. 23-6. Boy, did the Orange decide when they still thought they had a chance to be in the BCS. Although Pitt killed it there earlier in the day, we still had a chance to maybe go to the Champ Sports Bowl. But what do? Lay a big rotten egg. Now everybody is projecting us to go to the New Era Pinstripe Bowl there in Yankee Stadium. And everybody's projecting it may be Bill Snyder in Kansas State who may be our opponent. But we'll see in a couple of weeks, shall we? We still got to get our act together and play one more game. One more game in the Loud House against Boston College. Our old friends who decided to come back and restart the rivalry. Let's hope we don't play against Boston College like we played against Connecticut. 'Cause you know, that might cause a big spazzy Annie by me. Boy, that was a spaz out. Randy Edsel, you got lucky. Next year, even though we play you up in Connecticut, next year we're gunning for you. And there's a way I could have done. Had I had a Connecticut flag, I would have done this. And this, which is what I feel about you, Wetzel. Yeah, we just might put a thing around your neck. And what about the Orange basketball team? Boy, they're scaring me so far. If it weren't for Scoop Jardine, we might have lost to the team that Dick Vitale coached in the 70s. Detroit Mercy. That's what it would have been had we lost. Mercy, mercy. And what about William and Mary, the tribe who lost by over 20 points to in-state rivals Richmond and Virginia in their first 2 games? Boy, did we get lucky against them. If it weren't for Chris Joseph and it weren't for a fortuitous call there in the final seconds, we might have lost to the tribe. And what about Fab Mello, the all-world recruit that we've had? He hasn't really shown anything so far. It's Keita, the recruit from Africa, who is out showing Mello. You know, Keita might become the starter. Mello, get your act together. And Orange basketball team, get your act together. We got Michigan and either Georgia Tech or UTEP coming up, and our old buddies from the south part of Cayuga Lake, the Big Red of Cornell, although they did lose a little bit. Both the football team and the basketball team, you gotta get your act together. No more of this. You're scaring me. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story. And let's hope for a better showing.